Hey guys, this is Colby Armstrong from the P90x journal.com, and I want to take you through a quick video to kind of go over the P90x workout with you. So what is the P90x workout? Well, there's three ways to do it: classic, lean, and doubles. And the classic is the the most popular way. Helps you gain more muscle. Lean is kind of focused on toning. A lot of women like to do the lean version because there's less weight training, and if you don't want to gain a whole lot of bulky muscle, you can modify by using the lean version to so you won't gain so much muscle. Doubles is the absolute extreme version, and you'll see why in a little while. But this is if you want to just get in the absolute sickest shape of your life, then you'll want to do the doubles version. Now, classic, there's three phases to every P90X workout. So classic phase 1, week 1 through 4, what you're going to be doing is chest and back, and then plyometrics, shoulders and arms, abroporex, yoga, legs and back, abroporex, kempo, and then rest or X stretch. Now, to go over that a little bit more in detail, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday are your weight training days, and you're going to want to set aside at least probably about an hour and a half to do all of these workouts. A little bit more, when you're first getting started, because if you do them all at the same time. Now you can do like chest and back in the morning and abroporex at night or something like that, and you don't have to set aside so much time. But when you first start, you're going to be stopping and starting and stopping and starting because you're not going to be, up to par basically with the people in the on the videos. So you're going to want to set a little bit more time to do that. Now, plyometrics is jump training, and it's extreme. It's probably my favorite workout. And that's about an hour. Yoga X is my least favorite workout. When I first started, I thought yoga was just going to be a bunch of stretching, and I was absolutely wrong. And it's an hour and a half of yoga, and it's intense. It's a P90X. It's intense yoga. Then Saturday's Kempo X, which is kind of like just karate, which is kind of a cardio exercise, and that's about an hour. And then rest or X stretch on Sunday, so you can take that day off, or you can do X stretch. I usually just take the day off. Sometimes I'll do it. It depends on how I feel. And then you'll do that, all of those exercises for the first 3 weeks, and then on week 4 you'll do your recovery week. Now I'll go over this, but the recovery week is the same for every single phase in every single workout version. So it'll be the same for classic, lean, or doubles. So I'll go over this: yoga, then core synergistics on Tuesday, which is just like it sounds, just working your core. Then you'll do Kempo X. Then you'll stretch on Thursday. You'll do X stretch. Then you'll do core synergistics again on Friday, and then you'll do yoga X again on Saturday, and Sunday you'll do rest or X stretch. Now, basically this is, you're not taking a week off, but you're taking a week off from weight training, and you're kind of letting your muscles recover with, excuse me, doing a lot of yoga, and kind of, doing a little cardio, stretching your muscles out, doing all that kind of stuff. So that's the recovery week. Now, classic phase 2, you're going to be doing the first week. Basically, the first 3 weeks, what changes are the weight training days. On Monday, you're going to be doing chest, shoulders, and triceps, which is a completely different workout DVD, and abroporex. Then Tuesday, you're still doing plyo. Wednesday, back and biceps and abroporex. Thursday, you're doing yoga. And Friday, you're doing legs and back again. And you'll do that the first 3 weeks, and then you'll do the recovery week. And then classic is where you've been doing muscle confusion. You've been changing it up, from month to month. But now what you're doing is you're changing it up every single week. So what you're doing is chest and back. You're doing basically what you're doing for phase one the first week, then you're doing phase two the second week, then you're doing phase one the third week, then you're doing phase two. So you're changing your workout plan up every single week, and that's where you really, really hit the muscle confusion part. And then you will do recovery week, and then you'll be done, and you'll be in the best shape of your life. Now, lean, phase one, you're doing, let's see, core synergistics on Monday. Then you're doing cardio X. So you'll see that's different from the first phase. You're not doing weight training on Monday. There is some weight training in core synergistics, but not as much. And then cardio X on Tuesday, which is kind of an easier cardio workout. Plyometrics is really intense. So you won't be doing plyo on Tuesdays. And then shoulders and arms on Wednesday, yoga on Thursday, and legs and back on Friday, Kempo on Saturday, and then rest or X stretch on Sunday. You'll do that for the first 3 weeks. Then you will kick into the recovery week, and then you'll go into phase two. Now, phase two, same thing, core synergistics and cardio. Wednesday changes with chest, shoulder, and triceps and APR-X, and then yoga, and then legs and back and APR-X on Friday. And then Saturday you're doing Kempo X, and Sunday rest or X stretch. And then just like with classic, with lean on phase three, you're switching it up. But now you're doing more weight training. So this is basically the exact same. No, I'm sorry. This is not the exact same. So, okay, Monday you're doing chest and back, APR-X, and then you're doing cardio X. And you're doing shoulders and arms and APR-X, yoga X. Then Friday you're doing core synergistics, Kempo X, and then rest or X stretch. Okay, and then on the second week you're doing chest and shoulders and APR-X, cardio, back and biceps, APR-X, yoga X, core synergistics, Kempo X, rest or X stretch. So this is a little bit different from the classic version. Now what you can see is we've taken out legs and back on this last phase because you've been doing it throughout the whole workout, and we're adding more upper body stuff toward the beginning of the week, and same thing, we're switching it up every week, back and forth, and then you'll do recovery week, and then you are done. So doubles. Doubles phase one is exactly the same as classic phase one, so I'm not going to go over that. Then doubles phase two, you're going to be doing the exact same thing you were doing in classic phase two, except for on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you're adding cardio in the morning. So you're doing cardio in the morning, and then you're doing your weight training at night. Now, phase three, you're going to be doing cardio on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, and you're going to be taking a break from cardio on Wednesday, and then you're going to be doing your regular workouts at night each of those days, on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. So it really kicks in. You're really just changing your workouts every week, and you're adding cardio in the morning. So you're doing, a lot of working out. This requires a lot, a huge time commitment if you're going to do doubles, and but you're going to be in the absolute sickest shape that you've absolutely been in your entire life. And then you get to the end of that, you do your recovery week, and then you're in just absolute positively wonderful shape. Now, win a free P90X system. If you see at the bottom of the screen, it says the P90xjournal.com, win a free P90X system. If you go there right now, you can enter your name and your email address to be entered in a contest where at My Day 90, you can win a free copy of the P90X system. Now, this is not a bootleg copy or anything like that. You will actually get the 12 P90X DVDs, nutritional guide, and the fitness plan. So right now, go to the P90xjournal.com, enter your name and email address to enter a free copy of the P90X system. Thanks a lot.